Imagine this. A star MLB pitcher steps onto the field, but off the field, his life is unraveling in a storm of betrayal, shocking accusations, and a viral TikTok that has millions talking. His wife claims he abandoned her on Mother's Day, exposed secret affairs, and subjected their family to emotional abuse. The league is investigating. Fans are divided. The media is obsessed. And now, every pitch he throws is under the harshest spotlight of his career. What really happened behind closed doors? Stay tuned, because the truth might shock you more than you think. Breaking news is rocking Major League Baseball, and the San Francisco Giants are at the center of it. Giants pitcher Hjelle is now facing public scrutiny after his wife, Hjelle, posted a viral TikTok video accusing him of infidelity, emotional abuse, and abandonment. In the heartbreaking clip, Hjelle appears with their 2 children, claiming she's been left to raise them alone after discovering her husband's alleged affairs. The allegations quickly spread across social media, sparking outrage and debate about loyalty, mental health, and the private lives of public figures. Major League Baseball has officially stepped in, launching an investigation under its domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy, a policy that has led to suspensions for players in the past. But for now, Hjelle remains active on the Giants roster, continuing to pitch while the investigation unfolds. In a brief post-game interview, Hjelle admitted that he and Hjelle have been separated since May 2024 and confirmed that divorce proceedings are ongoing. But he stopped short of addressing the allegations directly, saying he wants to consult his lawyer and agent before making a formal statement. This situation has sparked intense debate. Should athletes be benched while serious allegations are investigated? Or do we wait for the facts to come out before taking action? Fans are divided. Some demand immediate suspension. Others say we must respect due process. One thing is clear. This is more than just a sports story. It's about family, responsibility, and the enormous pressure public figures face when their private lives go public. And as this investigation continues, all eyes will be on Major League Baseball to see what happens next. Viral TikTok explosion. Hjelle, the wife of San Francisco Giants pitcher Hjelle, posted a TikTok that set the internet on fire. And it wasn't just a casual post. In the emotional clip, she stood with her 2 young children, silently holding them close while text flashed across the screen accusing Hjelle of cheating, emotional abuse, and abandoning his family on Mother's Day. The video was raw, heartbreaking, and incredibly personal. And that's exactly why it struck such a nerve. Within hours, the post racked up millions of views, was shared across Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Reddit, and quickly became one of the most talked about scandals in baseball this season. Fans flooded the comments with support for Hjelle. Others demanded an explanation from Hjelle, and some called for Major League Baseball to step in immediately. This wasn't just gossip, it was a very public airing of private pain, turning a family crisis into a viral spectacle, and sparking the chain reaction that led to MLB's investigation. Serious allegations. The accusations against Hjelle aren't just minor complaints. They are deeply personal and damaging claims that paint a picture of a broken home behind the public image. Hjelle alleged that Hjelle was unfaithful, carrying on secret affairs that she claims destroyed their marriage. But that's not all. She also accused him of emotional abuse, saying she endured mistreatment for months until she finally reached her breaking point. Perhaps the most heartbreaking detail? Hjelle claimed that Hjelle abandoned her and their 2 children on Mother's Day, leaving her to face one of the most important family days of the year alone. For fans who saw Hjelle as a calm, quiet, family-oriented player, these accusations landed like a shockwave. Social media was instantly flooded with reactions, some heartbroken, some angry, and some skeptical, but everyone was talking about it. These aren't just allegations that could affect Hjelle's personal reputation. They have serious professional implications, potentially putting his MLB career at risk if the league's investigation validates any part of them. This key point highlights that what we're dealing with here is not just a family argument. It's a combination of allegations that touch on trust, loyalty, emotional well-being, and public accountability. MLB investigation activated. Major League Baseball did not waste any time once Caroline Hjelle's allegations went public. The league immediately invoked its domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy, one of the strictest and most closely watched policies in professional sports. This policy allows MLB to launch a full, independent investigation into any claims of abuse, regardless of whether police are involved or charges are filed. It gives the commissioner the power to interview witnesses, collect evidence, review social media posts, and even temporarily remove a player from the field if necessary. By activating this policy, MLB made it clear that this situation is being treated with the highest level of seriousness. This isn't just a team matter anymore, it's a league-wide issue. Fans know from past cases that this policy has led to suspensions ranging from a few weeks to an entire season, and it can permanently damage a player's reputation. Some athletes have never fully recovered in the public eye after being investigated under this rule, even if they were not criminally charged. This move by MLB also puts pressure on the San Francisco Giants to cooperate fully and to decide whether Sean Hjelle should continue playing while the investigation unfolds. Every pitch he throws now comes under scrutiny, and every game becomes another talking point for the media. This isn't just a scandal, it's a moment where baseball, the media, and the court of public opinion all collide, with MLB acting as both investigator and judge. Team response. The San Francisco Giants found themselves under an intense spotlight the moment Caroline Hjelle's TikTok went viral. Within hours, media outlets and fans began demanding to know how the team would handle the situation. The Giants' official statement was carefully worded but telling. They acknowledged that they were aware of the serious allegations, and confirmed they had been in contact with Major League Baseball. However, they emphasized that this was now MLB's jurisdiction, effectively passing the responsibility to the league's investigators. This response was meant to be professional and neutral, but it didn't quiet the public debate. Fans were split into two vocal camps. Some accused the team of protecting a player instead of protecting a potential victim, arguing that Hjelle should be benched until the truth is clear. Others praised the Giants for not rushing to judgment, insisting that every person, even a professional athlete, deserves due process before being punished. Manager Bob Melvin was questioned by reporters after a game and maintained the same stance, saying the matter was in MLB's hands and declining further comment. But the lack of a stronger statement didn't stop the scrutiny. Every time the Giants post a lineup card that includes Hjelle's name, social media explodes with reactions. Some in support, many calling for accountability. This puts the Giants in a delicate position, balancing the need to support their player, cooperate with MLB, respect privacy, and respond to a fan base that is demanding action. The team's response so far shows just how careful franchises have to be in situations like this, because whatever they do next will send a message not just to Giants fans, but to the entire league about how seriously they take domestic abuse allegations. Sean Hjelle's statement. When Sean Hjelle finally broke his silence, fans and reporters were hanging on every word. After days of speculation, he faced the media in the clubhouse following a tense Giants win. And while he spoke calmly, his words left as many questions as answers. Hjelle confirmed that he and Caroline had been separated since May 2024, revealing that the two have been living apart for more than a year. He admitted that divorce proceedings were ongoing, but said they had been delayed for unspecified reasons. Crucially, Hjelle did not directly deny or confirm the accusations of infidelity and emotional abuse. Instead, he told reporters, "I don't have an official comment right now. I'd like to talk to my lawyer and my agent first. This has been going on for over a year. I feel confident saying I will have a statement eventually." That choice of words, eventually, was enough to fuel even more discussion. Some interpreted his caution as legal strategy, while others felt it sounded evasive, as though he was buying time before addressing the truth. What makes Hjelle's statement so significant is that it humanized the situation. Fans saw a player visibly under pressure, trying to hold his composure as he spoke about the most personal and painful part of his life. But it also deepened the drama. By leaving the allegations unaddressed, Hjelle created a vacuum. And in today's social media climate, a vacuum gets filled quickly with speculation, theories, and rumors. Now, every time Hjelle pitches, commentators and fans are waiting not just for his performance, But for the moment he finally issues that official statement. Until then, the mystery remains, and the court of public opinion is anything but patient. Public opinion split. The Hjelle controversy has not just captivated baseball fans, it has ignited fierce debate across social media, sports forums, and mainstream news outlets. Public opinion is deeply divided, and every action, statement, or game appearance by Hjelle is being scrutinized. On one side, there are fans and commentators demanding immediate accountability. They argue that the seriousness of Caroline Hjelle's allegations, infidelity, emotional abuse, and abandonment, should be enough to at least temporarily suspend the player while MLB conducts its investigation. These voices highlight the responsibility of athletes as role models, emphasizing that professional success does not absolve anyone of moral and ethical obligations. On the other side, many argue that due process must be respected. They point out that accusations, even when viral and widely circulated, are not proof of guilt. Until the investigation concludes, they believe Hjelle should remain active, and that rushing to judgment could unjustly damage a career and a life. Media outlets have amplified this debate, hosting panels, posting opinion pieces, and running viewer polls. Sports analysts dissect every tweet, interview, and Instagram story, speculating about motives, timelines, and the implications for Hjelle's career. The split isn't just online. Families, local communities, and baseball enthusiasts are engaging in conversations about ethics, privacy, and accountability, making this scandal about more than a single player. It has become a cultural touchpoint, sparking debates on how society balances personal conduct with professional achievements. In short, public opinion has become a double-edged sword. For some, it's a call for justice and awareness about abuse and infidelity. For others, it's a reminder that social media amplifies allegations before facts are verified, creating pressure on individuals, teams, and leagues alike. The divide continues to grow, and as the investigation unfolds, every new detail will likely shift opinions, ignite further debate, and keep this story at the forefront of both sports and cultural conversation. Active player status. Despite the swirling allegations and intense media scrutiny, Hjelle remains an active pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. Every time he steps onto the mound, the eyes of fans, reporters, and social media critics are firmly fixed on him. His continued presence on the roster has intensified the drama. Each game now carries more than just athletic significance. It becomes a stage where his personal life is being watched as closely as his pitching stats. A strikeout or a walk is dissected not just for its impact on the team, but as a potential reflection of his character. This active status also fuels the public debate. Critics argue that keeping him in play sends the wrong message, suggesting that talent and status can shield someone from accountability. On the other hand, supporters insist that he has a right to continue his career until MLB's investigation reaches a conclusion, emphasizing innocent until proven guilty. Media coverage intensifies with each start. Post-game analyses now include commentary on his performance, as well as speculation on the legal and personal fallout. Headlines are no longer just about wins and losses. They include phrases like pitching under pressure and Giants star faces off-field storm. For the Giants organization, Hjelle's active role is a delicate balancing act. They must support their player, maintain team performance, and respond to the court of public opinion, all while under the scrutiny of the league's ongoing investigation. In short, every pitch Hjelle throws keeps this scandal front and center, intertwining the fate of his professional career with the unresolved personal allegations. His active status ensures that the story will not fade quietly, and the spotlight will remain unrelenting until the investigation concludes. Bigger cultural question. The Hjelle controversy isn't just about one family or one baseball player. It raises important questions about culture, accountability, and the power of social media in today's world. When Caroline Hjelle's TikTok went viral, it immediately became more than a personal story. Millions of people around the country, and even internationally, weighed in, turning a private marital issue into a public conversation about ethics, responsibility, and morality. This case shines a spotlight on the modern tension between privacy and public scrutiny. In the past, allegations like these might have remained largely private, discussed quietly among family, friends, or the local press. Today, however, a single social media post can trigger a national debate, forcing leagues, teams, and fans to react instantly. It also highlights a broader societal question. How should we balance the rights of the accused with the need to take allegations seriously? Social media can amplify accusations before investigations conclude, creating public pressure that can impact careers, reputations, and mental health, sometimes before facts are confirmed. Moreover, this situation raises awareness about emotional abuse and family accountability. Caroline's post forced the public to confront uncomfortable truths about relationships, parenting, and how abuse can occur behind closed doors, even among people in the public eye. The case also underscores the role of professional leagues in enforcing ethical standards. MLB's domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy is not just a rulebook. It represents the league's attempt to balance fairness with moral responsibility, protecting families while respecting due process. Finally, the story demonstrates how celebrity and athlete culture shapes our reactions. Fans often feel entitled to moral judgment because public figures are seen as role models. Every pitch Hjelle throws, every media statement, and every social media post becomes a symbolic moment, representing not just his personal choices, but the values and ethics we expect from public figures. In short, the Hjelle scandal is a mirror reflecting the complexities of modern society, where privacy, accountability, justice, and public opinion collide in a dramatic and often overwhelming way. It challenges us to think critically about how we judge others, how social media shapes narratives, and how leagues and organizations must navigate the delicate line between performance and principle.